Happy Pi Day, everybody, and I hope you've had a fantastic day, whatever you've been up to. Um, Today on Pi Day, we celebrate the importance of maths, the love we have for maths, and just spread that awareness about maths and how everybody needs maths in their life and everybody can do it no matter their ability. Pi in particular is a very special number for lots of mathematicians because without pi we wouldn't be able to calculate lots of different things like GPS coordinate systems, time, all sorts of other calculations to do with circles, to do with curves, electromagnetic waves, are all to do with pi. Interestingly, you only need 40 decimal places of pi to calculate the entire size of the universe, the circumference, down to the margin of error of one atom. So pi is a pretty incredible number, and without it, I wouldn't be able to do my job, and many other people wouldn't be able to do theirs. But I just want to share with you one of my favourite stories about pi, which is about a mathematician known as William Shanks. Now, William Shanks, he dedicated his whole life to calculating pi. Now, he lived in the 19th century, so calculators and stuff didn't really exist back then, so it had to be done by hand. So he used a formula, which was known at the time, and he dedicated at least 30 years of his life to calculating pi, and he was able to calculate it to 705 decimal places, which is absolutely fantastic. He published it in a journal, he was very proud of it, and then he passed away. But it wasn't until many years later, after he passed away, that someone realised he'd actually made a mistake, and he'd only actually calculated 527 digits, and the other nearly 200 digits after that were wrong, because if you make a mistake early on in the formula, every other digit after that is also wrong. And just to add more insult to injury, digital computers were invented not long after that, and we didn't have to calculate pi by hand anymore, and we could use digital computers. And we still let digital computers, supercomputers, calculate pi to this day, to trillions of digits. But the reason why I like this story is because it just shows the hard work and determination that people have to learn more about maths. We don't need to calculate pi to 700 decimal places or 500 decimal places because 40 is enough to calculate the circumference of the universe. So we don't even need anything really more than 40 decimal places, and yet we still try to calculate pi to more and more decimal places to prove how powerful our computers are, and just because we want to know more about our world. And I think that's such a brilliant mindset to have when we're thinking about maths. Knowledge really is the best thing that is part of us as a human race, and trying to explore what is out there is so important, and it's a philosophy that I've always lived by. I always want to know more about the world and how it works, and I think even though William Shanks' story is a bit of a sad one, I think it shows his determination, his tenacity, which I've always valued and loved. So whatever you got up to today, I hope you had a fantastic Pi Day, and have taken away from this video and today the importance of maths and why we study it and why we learn more about it every day.